Good evening. This is the show everyone loves the most on Saturday nights. Tell me all about it. Tonight's guest is the most famous living historian, author of the book, Memory and History and Mankind. Please, everyone, welcome, sir, Mr. Nigel Smith. How are you, Mr. Smith?
Very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine and really thrilled to have you here. We have already received many questions from our viewers, willing to clear some doubts about some historic events.
That's great. I love to help people understand better the past. It's my job.
When did you decide to be a historian?
I decided it when I was 16 years old, and my family took me to Paris. I had a chance to visit many museums and fell in love with the past. I just knew that I had to preserve it and make people aware of its importance.
Oh, that's interesting. Where did you decide to study history?
At Princeton, New Jersey.
Why did you decide to write the book, Memory and History and Mankind?
Because I wanted to make people understand that we need to preserve the memory of the past. That without the past, mankind won't have a future.
That's quite insightful. How many years did you spend writing this book?
I spent 3 long years, but it was a very pleasant experience.
This book sold a lot of copies. It became a bestseller in only 2 weeks. What did you do with all the money you earned?
I bought a new house and, well, I also opened a museum in my hometown in New York, Buffalo, to tell the history of the streets of the city. I guess it's an important contribution to people's sense of memory.
That's interesting. Isn't it tiring to write about the past all the time?
No, it's not. Grammatically speaking, it is very simple because I use simple past all the time. I only write about events at specific moments in the past.
Yeah, but there are all those irregular verb forms.
I know, but there are some hints that make it easy. The verb to be is always different. It has its own conjugation in the past. It doesn't need the auxiliary verb did. Affirmative, negative, interrogative. I was at home. I was not at home. Was I home? Regular verbs have to add d or ed or ied to the verb in the affirmative, use did in the negative and interrogative forms. Affirmative, I studied at Princeton. Negative, I did not study at Princeton. Interrogative, did I study at Princeton? Irregular verbs. In case of doubt, check the correct form in the dictionary. Affirmative, I went to the movies. Negative, I didn't go to the movies. Interrogative, did I go to the movies?
That's a very clear and clever hint. Sometimes we get confused because of irregular verb forms and the auxiliary did.
I know, but you know what? Just try to use it. If you make a mistake, someone will probably rephrase your sentence, and with time, you will know the regular verbs by heart. The same thing happens with the questions. You have to follow this pattern. Question word plus did, plus subject, plus verb, plus complement. What did you do yesterday? Where did you go yesterday? When did you go to New York?
Based on your explanation, I feel like talking more about the past.
It's good to hear that.
Thank you, Nigel, for your presence here today. And you guys at home, are you excited to talk about the past? So, this is your chance. Open your script book at chapter Talking About the Past. There you will find all the information you need to start talking about yesterday, last week, and last vacation. It's only a matter of constant practice. See you in the next edition of Tell Me All About It. Have a great evening.